Hello and welcome, everyone. You are listening to the Crack Podcast. How are you? Hope you're doing alright. What's been happening this week? I'm just going to get straight into it, yeah. So hope you're well. Welcome back. Yeah, this week. So it's the 1st of November today, which means yesterday was Halloween. And just to address what you may be, if you've been listening for a while, don't know if you're accustomed to it, but you may be thinking, where's the Halloween episode you've been doing the past few years? Well, guys, there ain't one. Simple as that, yeah. Mr. fucking effective time management over here. I've not quite got the other podcast up and going, but I'm not giving up on this. Legend of Lore is coming. Legends of Lore. It's more than one. One episode. Legend of Lore. Yeah. I'm not got it up together yet, guys, but it's coming, okay? So there was no spooky Halloween episode this year, no ghost stories, no listeners writing in with their experiences, if you like. Nothing like that. But, can't say exactly when. New podcast coming, alright? I'll let you know when it is coming, because I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, alright? You have my word. Probably shouldn't have said that, but you do. I like you. So I'm going to be honest. Gotta have that podcast for you. So if you do have any ghost stories, feel free to write in with them. That'd be cool as fuck. And if you're needing ghost stories read by me, you can check out the previous years. One of them isn't on YouTube, I think. I'm not sure exactly, but basically this podcast, I've been doing this for a while now, and you think it'd be better than I am, but I've been doing it for a wee while, and I deleted loads of episodes when I re-uploaded a bunch. I deleted fucking loads, but I used to end the episodes with a song. Not me singing. I used to end every episode with a little sing-song. No, it wasn't me singing, but I'd end with a, play it out. Put a little tune on the end, because everyone likes music. And if you don't like music, it's kind of weird. But yeah, I used to end it with a song. And what's my point, right? When you upload it to YouTube, they scan it, and I don't know, they have the means, they have the technology. It's Google, isn't it? If they detect music in it that you don't own, they don't upload it or something, I'm not sure exactly. Basically, you get a warning email. So, that's what you can't monetize it. Not that I'm making anything out of it, genuinely, hand on my heart, not a penny out of this, but it flags up as something funny and it affects your channel. So basically, I removed all my previous episodes, but one of these Halloween episodes, maybe last year's one, I don't know, has a song in it. I think it was probably, if I remember correctly, Creedence Clearwater Revival with Spell on You. So I'm not sure if you get it on YouTube. It's definitely on the host site. So if you're listening to this on Spotify, it should be on the Spotify thing. If you're listening on Apple, iPod, iTunes, fucking Apple Podcast, you'd think I'd know. If you're listening to this anywhere but YouTube, I think you should be able to find the previous Halloween episodes, and they're mainly, what are they? My own personal stories. Not that I've fucking, I'm surrounded by ghosts. I'm like the kid from the Sixth Sense. No, it's nothing like that. Stories I know personally, either something I've experienced myself, or family members, or close friends. And then, very excitingly, we would get listeners writing in with their ghost stories. So that was excellent. So, not one of them this year, but the Legends of Lore thing, because I'm into my spooky shit, I always have been, and macabre, all that sort of stuff. That's going to be coming at some point. Legends of Lore, it'll be about, ghosts and monsters, legends of lore. So what's lore? Folklore, folk tales, tales told by people. So that can be anything from fucking loch monsters to, oh Christ, I don't know, fucking the witch that lives under the bridge. One of those local things. And then legends. It can be bigger things, larger. A legend doesn't have to be mythical. Legend is something that has made an impression, imprinted. So there's going to be some true crime in that, and there's going to be some mysteries, and just, anything I want to talk about, really. Which is what this podcast is. But it's going to be more focused. Right. Okay. So, no Halloween episode, but yesterday was Halloween. And we're back. Sorry, guys. So yesterday was Halloween, and what did I do to celebrate it? Well, I went to Tesco later on at night, and if you're one of the non-UK based listeners, Tesco is a supermarket. It's got everything you could ever need, apart from the one thing you go in for. It's a weird little paradox. But I went in there to get pumpkins, one for myself, one for the charming Charlotte, and, because even though we're in Scotland, we don't shy away from the American pumpkin carving. It's fun. So we did not. I went to Tesco to get a few pumpkins. However, Tesco had taken down all of their Halloween stuff. This is on October 31st. And it's been replaced with Christmas shite. So that was fun. No pumpkins. So I had to do the old-fashioned Scottish thing, which I'd never done before. We're like a very old school thing, and that is in Scotland. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. Scotland. Yeah, in the country. Fucking hell. Made it weird now. So in Scotland, they used to carve turnips, instead of pumpkins. And you'll probably, I've not even Googled it, you'll probably find that's how the fucking pumpkin carving started. I mean, Scots immigrants in 1810, the MacDougalls of Fraserburgh went over to America and they started carving pumpkins because they had no turnip. So you carve a turnip into a wee skull and put a candle in it. And guys, that was not an enjoyable thing to do. Pumpkins are fun and they're easy to carve, but they're cartoony and nice and friendly, but fucking turnips, well, it wasn't even turnips we got. Turnips and Swedes, they're different things. Part of the same family, I believe, but Swedes are technically Swedish turnips, and they're a bit different. And they were not easy to carve, not at all. And they look scarier. So we did that, and that wasn't too fun, but no horror film either. We didn't watch Hocus Pocus either. Bit of a lackluster Halloween, to be honest, guys, and it only comes once a year. I mean, every day's Halloween. No. It's not. But it wasn't working. I was originally down to be night shift, which I have done before. I remember taking calls. Yeah, I can talk about it. I mean, there's no detail. I'm telling you where it was or what happened. There was an assault call, and it was described as like I've just seen Dracula fucking beating shit out of Frankenstein. It wasn't exactly that, but there was characters beating up other characters, and it was Halloween. It was very funny. Very funny. Yes. So, carved them, and what did we put on? Oh, we put on season 4 of Only Murders in the Building on the old Disney Plus there. I'm enjoying it. The internet had me believing it would be shit, but no, I'm digging it. And I made popcorn, which doesn't sound exciting, but when you make it yourself, you get the wee, the seeds, the kernels. You can buy them in the shop. You get a saucepan with a lid, put a wee bit of coconut oil in there, put in some salt, put the heat on, medium heat. They get pretty warm. You throw in a few of them. They pop. Remove the popcorn. And then chuck in as many fucking kernels as you want. But just bear in mind that the more you have, the more fucking popcorn you're going to get. And then, yeah, you put the lid back on. Just sort of keep it moving. Delicious. And easy as fuck. So, highly recommended, guys. Make your own popcorn. You heard it here. It's easy and it's tasty. I mean, there's some salt in it, but it's probably not as much salt as you get in like a packet of crisps. Anyway, so I advocate fresh popcorn. Yeah, it's very tasty. And that was my evening. But earlier in the day, Charlotte's mother sort of lives nearby. Well, not nearby, like you drive to her house, but she lives in the same area. And I believe she's home now, but she was on holiday abroad and couldn't take her dog. She has a collie, a sheepdog, like a storybook collie, like a proper black and white dog. So the care of the dog, wasn't just left fucking unattended in the house, but care of the dog went to Charlotte and her siblings. But yesterday, the dog was going to be alone for quite a few hours. So Charlotte asked, would I mind going along and basically, put it in the garden, let it piss, shit, whatever, pick a shit up in the bin. Yeah, okay, cool. Will do. Brought my book, brought a wee tub of noodles, not pot noodles, the other ones, the ones you drain. Oh, they're good. And I went along and sort of hung out with the dog for a wee while. And I was like, you know what, let's go down the road. So I put the lead on the big guy. Now bear in mind, I've been living with a Chihuahua for like 5 years. So suddenly I'm walking a real dog. Like Pinocchio, it's a real boy. And I'm walking this big guy. I'm like, fucking hell. You pull back when I put, And we got to the end of the road. And suddenly, I've never been there before, but I believe it is going to be in an episode of Legends of Lore podcast. Because I have a list. And it's a massive cemetery. Like, you can see it from the road. I've gone past it plenty of times, but, we're walking past it and I'm looking over the fence for the first time. For the first time, I'm actually looking. Like, I'm properly just looking through the fence. And I'm like, that goes way back. Huh. So I put a wee thing on I've got an Instagram, like every fucker, I've got an Instagram account, but you can make private stories for a select audience, and I have one of those, so I don't have everyone seeing what I'm up to, because social media wise, that's the only thing I really update semi-regularly. I put a wee thing in that saying, guys, what's the situation here? Is it okay to walk through a cemetery with a dog? Not a graveyard. A graveyard is only a graveyard if it is in the yard of a church. You know what I mean? Like one of those old school. If there's a church, there'll be a graveyard. That's a graveyard. If there's no church, 'tis a cemetery. So I put the thing in and I said, am I allowed to do this basically? I've never walked through a cemetery fucking with a dog. And yes was the answer. One person said no. But I read that hours after walking through it, so sorry. And one of my other friends actually private messaged and said, I do hold the opinion that if you're with the dog going to visit a grave, that's okay. However, if you're just taking the dog for a walk, that's not okay. Again, by this point, I was already fucking balls deep in that cemetery, and I explored. And then there's a massive hill, which is actually the reason it's going to be in Legends of Lore, but I won't spoil it. But hey, fairies. And I'm walking along with this big dog, and I'm trying to keep him on the road, and there's like a road to drive on through. And he's wanting to walk on every grave, and he's wanting to piss, but I wouldn't let him do it on the grave because, fucking come on. And we climb this hill and get to the top, and there's more graves. I thought it was going to come to just like a normal peak, but no, it's like a massive fucking flat top hill. It's like, good lord, there's more graves up here. So, up there, and I'm wandering around looking at them all, getting pretty bummed out, a lot of dead kids. And I look up, I saw an angel. I didn't see an angel. Another hill. In fairness, I say hill. There's a slight thing to go up further, maybe, 10 steps. So we go even higher. Walk over to the far end, and there's like a war memorial. Massive big crucifix with a sword on it. and whoever pulls that sword out is, in charge of Inverness. I go over a nice view, looking good. Big Celtic cross grave marker. Very nice. Actually, at that point, in that point in the afternoon, I didn't consider that it was Halloween, and that was, what a Halloween thing to do, take a walk in a cemetery. But no, it's very nice, which I know sounds really, really messed up, but no, it was really nice. It was very peaceful, and such a contrast, because walking along from Charlotte's mother's with the dog, you're walking along a very busy road. It was calling, you can probably hear cars on this podcast, because once again, I'm sitting by the window. But you're walking along a road, and it's busy, and it's constant, and you take a right-hand turn, and suddenly it's just everything just cuts off. And it wasn't cold. There was no, it wasn't blowing a gale, or it wasn't raining. It wasn't raining sideways. No sleet, no snow. It's just very, very, very calm, very peaceful, very demure, very mindful. But it was lovely. And then, they sound like I'm writing a fucking poem. There's all the colours, all the leaves falling down. And yeah, I saw 4 people in that cemetery, all at the top of the hill. We were all drawn to the top of the hill. Now, there were 2 women down the far end of the bench, and then 2 people who look like tourists. And I'm basing that purely on the clothes they were wearing and the backpacks they had on. If you're going to wear a rucksack, probably not local. But I kept my distance from them as well. Just stayed away. Wasn't there to my fucking friends. But also, maybe if they weren't tourists, they could have actually been there to visit a grave, and you got to be respectful of that. Usually me strutting around in my cottons and with the dog. It was lovely. What a lovely day. And then I went back to Charlotte's mum's, and they made my noodles, and I read some of my book, and then I left. And that was nice. Very cool. What else has been going on? Well, tonight I was meant to meet a friend for dinner, because I live this social life. But circumstances out with both of our controls. So we were going to meet for dinner because he was going to be in Inverness, because his partner had plans. However, dominoes, because that's fallen through and things have changed. We're now no longer going for dinner. So that's why I'm sitting here talking to you guys. No, I think we were going to go to that. I spoke about it maybe last week, the week before. Coyotes, the burger place. I think we're going to go there, but some other time. Just some other time. But it's this time last year, like right now. A year ago, right now. Just stifled a yawn there. Jeez, I must be tired. I said the word yawn. Maybe we need to yawn again. Are you yawning because I'm talking about yawning? Yeah, a year ago right now I was in London visiting him. Well, get your words out, Lewis. Yeah. It's amazing. I think that was a year ago. And the book I brought down with me when I went, because, if you're going to be on planes and trains, bring a book. I brought The Gunslinger by Stephen King, trying to get through that, which I never did. But I finished that a few weeks ago, and I'm on to the 3rd book in that series. I'm burning through The Dark Tower, guys. Burning through. Somebody dipped in gasoline, because that shit is burning. No, it's good. I'm enjoying those books. I am enjoying those books. So yeah, a year ago I was in London. Wild. Went to see Back to the Future, the stage musical in the West End. Incredible. Yeah. So not much terrific story-wise going on. I was sick. There you go. A bit of health update. Some sort of cold or flu or COVID I'm not going to test for. Been reading a fuckload. Finally got paid. I get paid on the last Thursday of every month. And of course October. The very last day was a Thursday. So that was a very long month to wait. 5 Thursdays in 1 month. Are you mad? Yeah. Fucking Wasn't fun. But some months can do that. I don't know. So, yeah, finally got paid. And then, I'm going to talk about Christmas. Well, I'm not going to talk about Christmas, but I used to work for Tesco, funnily enough. Big supermarket. Like, it's, again, if you're not from the UK, it's everywhere. If you're in Australia, it's Woolworths. If you're in America, it's Walmart, it's Kmart. If you're in Mexico, it's Oxxo. Right, so it's, you know what I mean, everywhere. And when we first moved in here, basically, I was working at a castle, because it's Scotland and there's castles, and they're open for tourism and visitors. And we very soon discovered, I say we, Charlie had a proper job at this point with a salary and everything and security. We moved in here and, I was going out to buy a block of cheese and suddenly we're like, how much? So I needed to get a second job. Now, Tesco, this is BC, before COVID, they used to be open 24 hours, so they had very flexible hours. So, fucking working man, Lewis over here, I'd finish at the castle, I would get changed in the car park, give those tourists an eyeful, and I'd go straight to Tesco and work as many hours as I could there into the night, which is all very well and good, and genuinely fucking sappy as shit, made some fantastic friends working there, it's a great bunch, and then working there through COVID, eye-opening, and luckily enough, I got to keep working when a lot of folk did not. And did a few Christmases there, working there. Very busy, very, again, unique. Just a fantastic experience, which I know sounds really messed up, but not everyone gets to see that sort of stuff, and I did. So I did a few Christmases, and they would give out these free Santa hats. I do have a point to this bullshit. This rambling, weird conversation. So they used to give out these Santa hats for free. They wanted you to wear them when you worked. Whistle while you... Yeah. And I kept my one. But unfortunately, guys, I have a very large head. So it doesn't fit terrifically comfortably. And it's also really shit quality. Because, Tesco's in like nearly every town, every city, even if they're not big, they're, mini, there's loads of them. So imagine all these stores giving out hats to their staff. There's fucking thousands of them. So they're cheap and nasty. And, yeah. Anyway, I took my one home. And I worked fruit and veg when I worked there. I was in produce, and we used to wear green uniforms at the time. So imagine Christmas there, selling your fucking 2 pence a bag of parsnips. It was heaving. Yeah, it was great. And I took the Santa Claus cat. Took Santa's cat home. He was pissed. No, I took the Santa Claus hat home, and then at Christmas I would wear it because, have a holly jolly Christmas. But it's very, very poor quality. So for the past few years, every time we've been putting up the decorations and stuff, sort of early to mid-December, I put the hat on to be fun. And Christmas Day, if I'm about, I put the hat on because it's Christmas and it's nice to wear a hat. And every year, I'd be like, right, what I'm going to do, because I'm an adult, because I don't have a mortgage to pay, because I don't have children yet, I'm going to buy a very good quality Santa hat to last me the rest of my life. And every time I've gone onto the website, it's always like the 22nd of December or something like that, you go to the website, fucking Google, good quality Santa hat. I find a website, and it's like, oh, well, unfortunately, we're sold out next year. Oh, fuck, I kept forgetting. Not this year. Not this year, guys. I have ordered it, and I had Charlotte measure my large head with her tape measure. She had to use 2 of them. And it's not actually true, by the way, if you've not seen me. I do understand this is an audio medium, which is unique, because this is all in your head. And what's amazing about audio is it's unique to what you see in your head. If I talk about a big green house with bubble windows, and there's candy cane windowsills and the door is made of spaghetti. The garden itself, the lawn, miniature flames in a forest of seaweed. Yeah, that sounds like an acid trip, but you've just had a picture in your head. You've just pictured something entirely, and you know what? Nobody else in this world, nobody else is listening, all fucking 20 of you, incredibly, could be internationally, you've all pictured something different. So audio-wise, everything that I say to you, you're picturing in your head, you've got a unique perspective of it. Whether or not it's accurate, that is different, but that's what's amazing about audio. What's my point? So, I got this Santa hat. I went onto the website, and, order it again next year. You fucked up. Well, I did. And it's not cheap, but it's not too expensive. And I do intend to use it the rest of my life. But like I said, Charlotte used the tape measure on my head, but I didn't want you imagining I do have some sort of fucking like circus sideshow sized head. So I didn't have to get the biggest one on the website. Right, my head's not that big. I got large, not extra large. But I was ordering it when she was at work, and it's like, "Oh, you're home!" Ran through like a fucking toddler, a puppy. And, "Can you measure my head?" "Why?" "Just what about a hat?" "Okay." "Why didn't you just measure one of your hats?" What do you mean? Because I own hats. She goes, "Fucking, I own hats. Like, I've got like a fucking wardrobe full of hats. What hat will I wear today?" No, yeah, she had a very good idea of, well, you own hats that you know fit your head. Yeah. Why didn't you just measure the... Well, didn't even think about that. So, heads measured, hats ordered. Fucking come Christmas, I'm going to have a nice Santa Claus hat to wear all day. And if I'm feeling festive, I'll wear it to work. And today at work, actually, they fucking did the draw for next year's annual leave, which you may be thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? But because of my place, because it shifts and it's all fucking 24/7, there's folk working. You have to put in your annual leave request in September for the next year. And I asked for Christmas off. So next year, guys, for the first time in 6 years, I am not going to be working Christmas. So I'm going to have a lovely dinner with Charlotte. And I'm hopefully going to get to see my nieces on Christmas before the magic. I don't know where you're listening to this. If you listen to this with kids, what are you doing? Before the magic is gone, if you know what I mean. They're getting old. They're fucking older. They're not old. They're kids. They're getting older. So I want to see them at Christmas while there's still that magic of Santa Claus. And I'll wear my hat. So, all good. Maybe I'll grow my beard long. Dye it white for them. That'd be nice. Yeah. So I've got my hat coming, my Santa hat. And I've got something else coming in the fucking post. Jesus. I probably told you before on here, I'm a massive fan of The Twilight Zone, that program from the 50s, and being an arty little fuck, I donated to a statue in America in the creator, the writer, the host's hometown in upstate New York. And because I donated a certain amount, I received benefits to that tier, if you know what I mean. It's a Patreon or GoFundMe or something. So I got a t-shirt and I got a fucking bronze bust of his head, just like the statue, and I also got a brick put in the ground at the statue. So if I'm ever over there, I'll go and see it. And yeah, I'm sure I've told you about this before, because the first time I ever heard about this show, which is right up my street, and it's honestly, I can't. So Twin Peaks and The Twilight Zone, these are shows that had massive influence on who I am as a person, which sounds crazy, but you have to just experience them to understand. There are morality fucking lessons in The Twilight Zone, and just elements of Twin Peaks. Anyway, right, so this show's a massive fucking... It had a massive effect on me. I like it, alright? Fuck off. I like the show. The first time I heard about it was my mum told me about it, and she said that her and my dad used to watch it when they were going out as teenagers. And I got the brick inscribed, but I put their names in it as well. It was, little tribute to them. So that's going to be in the base of the statue until it gets destroyed. But that's over in New York. But I also get sent. So I pay for 2 bricks. One of them is in the ground in New York in this park. And the other one is sitting in the Inverness post office sorting fucking office because I got sent a bill for a customs import. Which I don't understand because I've got, like, I can see if I turn... Can you hear this? In that box is a bronze bust of the guy in the Twilight Zone. A very heavy bronze bust. Getting sent this brick. The import people stopped it. So I've been sent a bill. I've got to go and... Well, I don't know if I'm going to pick it up. I've ordered it again. It's getting delivered on Monday. So, yeah. I've got a brick coming in the post, which I've paid extra for, which is fun. But, yeah. That was my post the other day. Now, I did get, actually, a bit of listener mail about the last episode. From the No, I think it was. Oh, and I'm going to Mexico in January, and I've booked in to get my back waxed again, but I'll tell you about that at the time. Okay, so listener mail, guys, because let's bring this to a close. This is a very brief message, and I don't know how it's going to be received. So last time I was talking about going to see Les Miserables, the stage play, which turned out to be like a concert. If you're not familiar with the characters in it, this won't make much sense. I was talking about the plot of the play, the musical. I was talking about the plot. There's the character Jean Valjean. He's a prisoner, and there's Javier. He's the guard, the policeman. And I made a point in last week of saying, when Javier sees Jean Valjean lifting a wagon in a certain way, it sparks a memory of him. And there was no name left in this. But so it's come from Anonymous. And the message is, Jean Valjean and Javier are gay and in love. If they had had sex, the movie would have lasted like 5 minutes and everything would have been sorted. Well, thank you very much for writing in with that. I can't comment as I've no memory of the film, but maybe you're right. Maybe that would have fixed everything. It also makes you wonder what else could be fixed by the characters just having a fuck. Not even in films, actually, in real life. What could have been affected if that had been the case? Sorry, just in my emails there now, just looking at thank you, you paid your customs charge. Wonderful. Splendid. Company of Wolves. That's from uni. It's a theatre group. I was never part of it. Am I bitter? No. I still get their emails. Didn't know that. So guys, yeah, geez, that's maybe not for you, but for me this certainly has flown by. But I'm going to call it there. Now, what was I wanting to ask? Oh, I'm going through a soup phase. It's an autumn-winter thing. So if you have any soup... Not requests. What the fuck am I... If you can advise any decent soups, please do message in. Please write in. Probably won't make them, but... I'd like to know. Right, guys, so, as always, thank you to Blackmill for the theme tune. Thank you to Cora for your artwork, for giving us the logo. Thank you guys for your talents and for lending them to the podcast. Thank you, dear listener, for your time. Thank you for letting me put images into your head. Like if I talk about a car with one wheel, but it's got a giant window of which there are starfish dancing on it. You've pictured something nobody else has pictured, but well done. Weird. If you want to get in touch, check out the website, www.thecrackpodcast.co.uk. Go to the contact tab. And I'll say it again, www.thecrackpodcast.co.uk. Go to the website, there's a little contact tab. Write in whatever you want. Alright, chances are I'll read it. But, until next time, guys, be good to yourself. Look after yourself. Be good to each other. Don't take any shit. But just be good. Alright, I'll speak to you next time, guys. Bye for now.